our show weekday mornings from 10 to 11 on WHOW's many platforms. On the Big 1520 across central Illinois, 92.3 FM in DeWitt County, and now on 106.5 FM in Logan County, and on the WHOW app. AgriTalk on WHOW.
Most of us don't expect to see kids on the street on a dark night. Clinton Community YMCA in Clinton reminds you that on Halloween, the little ghosts and goblins can appear unexpectedly, so watch for them. In the Halloween excitement, they may forget to watch for you. Join Clinton Community YMCA, healthy living, social responsibility, and youth development. Make your home safe as well as welcome this Halloween. Kirby Foods in Clinton reminds you to remove toys and other items from your steps and sidewalk. Keep jack-o'-lanterns and other Halloween decorations away from curtains that could catch on fire. Don't leave jack-o'-lanterns burning while unattended. A Halloween reminder from Kirby Foods in Clinton. Come see us for all your trick-or-treat needs.
4653.
With SRN Sports, I'm Jeremy.
News time is 9 minutes after 8 o'clock on this Thursday. Top of the morning from the newsroom of Regional Radio and DeWittDailyNews.com. I'm Seth Lawrence with this expanded 8 o'clock newscast streaming to Facebook and YouTube, brought to you by Peterson Insurance, your Pekin Insurance agent in Clinton. Property crimes are on the rise in Lincoln, and there's no reprieve in sight. On the WHOW Morning Show Wednesday, Lincoln Police Chief Joe Meister told Regional Radio they are seeing businesses and homes being forcefully entered and valuables like tools and bikes being stolen.
Yeah, we've seen a drastic increase in property crimes over the past year, really, but they're not getting any better. So what we're asking is that the community invest in security measures like cameras, lighting, things like that to reduce the thieves' opportunity and help reduce the overall amount of crime that we're seeing. A lot of tools. So power tools are the number one thing right now. Also bicycles. The e-bikes are very popular in Lincoln, and we're seeing daily thefts of e-bikes. So locking those things up or investing in a chain lock, that can help you. We're seeing residential burglaries. We're seeing a lot of commercial burglaries, especially targeting construction companies and contractors because they own a lot of expensive tools and store them on their properties. Sheds, garages, things like that are also targeted commonly because of what they contain.
Lincoln Police are encouraging residents who know they've had their property rummaged through, and even if something is not missing, still report that occurrence, while authorities are asking for residents to be mindful of their own security and locking vehicles and doors. They, too, are doing things to be more present. Chief Meister indicates they're shifting their focus on their nighttime patrols.
We're also investing in different patrol strategies. So nighttime, a lot of the patrol strategy was to combat driving while intoxicated and traffic-related crimes, which are important, but the majority of these burglaries are happening at night. We know how the suspects are getting around, and a lot of them are using bicycles. Bicycle enforcement became a new strategy. Well, no, we're not on bikes yet, but that's been talked about. We'll see where that goes. Okay. But no, enforcement of traffic laws relating to bicycles gives us the ability to stop these folks, identify them, and get them on paper.
According to Chief Meister, the SAFE-T Act has been extremely detrimental to crime spikes in the community. He explains they are often not only familiar with the individual they arrest, but they are repeat offenders.
We have a great state's attorney's office that is very aggressive in prosecution. I think our judges are invested in the community, so they know the importance of what type of sentence they hand down and how it could deter future crimes from happening. So we're lucky to have that in Lincoln. I'm going to do some statistical work and push some data out to the community about the actual rise in crime since that's taken effect. It's important for the community to know it's not the fault of the police, it's not the fault of the prosecutors or the court system. Judges are now working with a new set of rules on who gets to stay in jail and who gets set free. They don't have any leeway. We've arrested the same guy for 6 different burglaries in the last 2 months. I mean, that's just one example. And it's frustrating to the community. This suspect had broken into a contractor on several different occasions, was arrested for those burglaries, released because he had to be due to the procedural stuff we have going on in the court system now, and then comes out and burglarizes the same guy again. You can imagine how that guy feels. He's working hard to make a living for his family, and he's being victimized by the same person.
Chief Meister encourages neighbors to look out for neighbors in the community. He encourages getting to know the folks next door and across the street. Being familiar with your neighbors helps when you suspect something out of the ordinary. Additionally, Chief Meister says the residential burglaries are happening in neighborhoods across the community, and a lot of retail theft is happening on the west side of the city. The police department puts out information via its Facebook page. Piatt County authorities have been very busy lately. On the WHOW Morning Show Wednesday, Piatt County Sheriff Mark Vogelzang indicates poker machine crime is a widespread crime ring hitting communities across central Illinois. In an instance in Piatt County, his agency worked with 9 different agencies to solve its crime.
Well, it's one of those that, they do get emptied quite often, but it's just a different type of burglary that people are going in after hours and breaking into those machines. I think there was 9 different counties that we were working with. A lot of it's the same group that's going around doing these. So just being able to communicate and coordinate with all these different agencies has been key. Not really. It's just a matter of breaking in. There for a while you'd see the ATMs that were being broken into, and it's just another type of machine that accumulates that cash that people will try to break into. I remember years ago there was the pop machines that people would try to break into, or the laundromats and the coin machines there. So just another mechanism for them to try and get that cash.
Sheriff Vogelzang encourages business owners to make sure they have good security in place. He notes those devices have become very affordable and are very useful when trying to solve crime. Illinois Secretary of State Alexi Janulius' office is transforming the Clinton DMV facility into a one-stop shop design, offering reduced wait times and increased efficiency. The renovation also includes updated signage to create a more logical flow and help customers know where to go. Janulius announced Wednesday the Clinton DMV will temporarily close from November 4th through the 8th while renovations take place. During that time, a temporary pop-up location will service customers at the Warner Library at 310 North Quincy Street. The pop-up facility will be open from 7:30 to 5 after the office recently shifted its hours of operation to better align with customer availability. As a part of the Secretary of State's ongoing modernization efforts, the new DMV experience will save customers time and steps by offering both vehicle and driver services at a single customer service counter. Get news anytime from your computer or mobile device at DeWittDailyNews.com. Sports is next.
Most of us don't expect to see kids on the street on a dark night. Clinton Community YMCA in Clinton reminds you that on Halloween, the little ghosts and goblins can appear unexpectedly. So watch for them. In the Halloween excitement, they may forget to watch for you. Join Clinton Community YMCA. Healthy living, social responsibility, and youth development. Make your home safe as well as welcome this Halloween. Kirby Foods in Clinton reminds you to remove toys and other items from your steps and sidewalk. Keep jack-o'-lanterns and other Halloween decorations away from curtains that could catch on fire. Don't leave jack-o'-lanterns burning while unattended. A Halloween reminder from Kirby Foods in Clinton. Come see us for all your trick-or-treat needs.
4653.
With SRN Sports, I'm Jeremy House. Major League Baseball, the Los Angeles Dodgers won their second World Series championship in 5 seasons, overcoming a 5-run deficit with the help of 3 Yankees defensive miscues and relying on sacrifice flies from Gavin Lux and Mookie Betts in the 8th inning to beat New York 7-6 in Game 5. Aaron Judge and Jazz Chisholm Jr. hit back-to-back home runs in the first inning for the Yankees. Alex Verdugo's RBI single chased Jack Flaherty in the second, and Giancarlo Stanton's third-inning home run against Ryan Brazier built a 5-0 lead for New York, but the Dodgers rallied to close out the series 4-1. Dodgers first baseman Freddie Freeman, who hit 4 home runs during the series, won the MVP award. NFL news, Jaden Daniels was a limited participant in the Washington Commanders practice Wednesday while dealing with a rib injury. This is SRN Sports. In the NBA, it took overtime, but the Indiana Pacers handed the Boston Celtics their first loss of the season.
In a rematch of last year's Eastern Conference Finals teams, Indiana led by 21 early in the final period. But the Celtics forced overtime, only to see the Pacers' Pascal Siakam win it on a three-pointer. Siakam had 29 points as Indiana pulls it out 135-132 and snaps a 3-game losing streak.
That's correspondent Tom McCabe reporting. Other winners included Cleveland, Detroit, Charlotte, Washington, New York, Chicago, Brooklyn, Oklahoma City, Golden State, and Portland. In the NHL, winners were Columbus, Winnipeg, Tampa Bay, Utah, Los Angeles, and New Jersey. Off the ice, Connor McDavid is expected to miss 2 to 3 weeks with an ankle injury. The Edmonton Oilers announced the injury timeline on Wednesday. This is SRN Sports.
Time now for a look at sports. I'm Seth Lawrence with this report. The LeRoy Panthers are combining momentum of this season and lessons learned from last year to hopefully make a deep run in the Class 1A playoffs this November. Coach B.J. Zalesnik indicates his undefeated Heart of Central Illinois small division champs had a very veteran team that he knew had a chance to be pretty good. They are enjoying the fun they're having as a team and community.
Well, we thought that we had an opportunity to be pretty good. We had 18 seniors back this year and 16 starters back, and they had a wonderful off season. So when you put in that much work and you've got that much experience, you're going to be in ball games, and we were pretty formidable. So it's been a long time since we've scored over 400 points in the regular season, and I think we gave up 62. So it's been fun, but, now matchups are everything, and it's going to depend upon what path we get in the playoffs. Offensively, we're a run-based system. We're a flex-bone option offense, so our quarterback position is really important. Our quarterback, Bo Zalesnik, I think was just shy. I think he finished 4 yards shy of 1,000 for the regular season, running the ball. So he was good. Stephon Williams is a junior fullback for us. He's around the 600-yard mark. And then we've got 4 other guys that rotate at wing and fullback that were all in the 300-yard range. So we have a lot of depth. Our offensive line is good. We've got several 3-year starters up front. So we had all the pieces to be solid offensively, and then defensively, we pursue the ball well. Brock Owens is a returning starter at the inside linebacker position. He leads us in tackles. Tate Sigler, the big presence at the D tackle position for us. He's another senior. Braden Fox has had a good year in the secondary for us. He leads us in interceptions. So, yeah, and all these guys are seniors. It's been a fun year. It's a year that you don't have come along very often at a small 1A school like ours, and we're just enjoying every minute of it.
The Panthers have taken care of the football very well this season, and as LeRoy seeks to make a deep run in the 1A playoffs, Coach Zalesnik says that's something they're going to have to continue to do to have success.
I think we've got, 4 turnovers on the season total. We don't turn the ball over. And for us, as a ground-oriented offense, that's huge because we can't lose possessions, and we got to limit penalties, and our penalties have not been bad. this year as well. So we don't make many mistakes. And when you're running the football and you're playing these spread teams that you're trying to keep the ball away from, you got to play mistake-free football. We've done a great job of doing that. And we're going to have to continue that moving forward. We're going to have to drive the ball. We're going to have to chew clock. We're going to see, I think, the path that we're going to take north in 1A, we're going to see some formidable opponents early and often. So we are going to have to be able to take care of the ball, drive the football, chew clock, keep it out of their hands. Then defensively, we got to try to find ways to get stops and get off the field on third down. If we can get a turnover, that'd be great. You know, we've seen some highlights of some of the teams that are out there that are potential opponents for us, and they look good. So it's going to be interesting.
Last season's second-round loss at Belleville Althoff Catholic was a good learning experience for the Panthers that fueled them through the offseason. Coach Zalesnik says his team is using that experience and its momentum of this season to fuel them this postseason.
Yeah, we were fortunate to get to go to Althoff second round, and that ended the season. So went 9-2, but you know that game was a great experience for a group that had a lot of guys coming back because they know that they've seen the best athletes that this state has to offer. You know, they've been on the field with 3 kids that have gotten Power 4 offers, and 4 kids that got Power 4 offers. You know, so you know they have a little bit of confidence that we're going to be able to step on the field and we're going to be able to compete against whatever talent the other team has. And so sometimes, going to play that kind of game, but also doing some good things in that kind of game against that kind of opponent helps build for the next season. And very excited, and they deserve it. You know, they've done everything we've asked of them. They've gone above and beyond, and they look after each other. They take care of one another. They lift each other up. They've been the ultimate team to this point. So I'm very happy for them and excited for them to have an opportunity and make a run at it.
LeRoy will host Aurora Christian Friday night at 7. You wouldn't know the Tri-Valley Vikings are still a pretty young team, but the champions of the Heart of Central Illinois Conference Large Division Vikings are hoping that mature youth will carry them to another deep run this November. Despite a junior-heavy roster, Tri-Valley football coach Josh Roop says his 5 seniors are big contributors to their success this 8-1 regular season.
Well, you know, it's a team. We've got 5 seniors. All 5 contribute, but we're pretty much still a junior-dominated team, junior and sophomore. So we're still relatively young other than our 5 seniors. And then, you know, last year we were starting 5 sophomores and a freshman. And, you know, our offensive line only has 1 senior on it. And on both sides of the ball, our lines have just been getting better every week. And then, you know, we've got a returning All-Stater in Cole Klein at quarterback and slash running back, and then some good receivers on the outside with Tommy Harris and Kate Danko, and then Lucas Filarski, who's also a senior.
The Vikings got dominated by his good friend, Coach of Coach Roop's, B.J. Zalesnik, and the LeRoy Panthers in Week 2. Coach Roop says his team was humbled and had to respond, and feels they have, rolling 7 straight wins to wrap up the regular season.
You know, we went over there, and they were a veteran team. I think he's got like 20 seniors over there this year. And his son's at quarterback does a wonderful job for him. And, of course, they're well coached. And we weren't gelling, and we didn't play particularly well that night, and they smacked us in the face. And we've had to respond, and it was a wake-up call for us. We've been running the ball very well. We've been putting a lot of points on the board. The last week was a huge game for us up at Eureka, and going up there and them being undefeated, and that atmosphere was really a playoff atmosphere. And I thought on both sides, actually all 3 phases of the game, I felt like we performed very, very well, and I'm hoping that we can build off that into the playoffs. I mean, we had a special teams touchdown. Our defense, I felt like, played its best game of the year. We hit, we were physical. And then, of course, you know, we ran the ball very efficiently. You know, Cole Klein had over 200 yards in that game. So, yeah, it was a big game for us, and our kids responded well.
Tri-Valley will host Bloomington Central Catholic Friday night at 7 in the first round of the Class 2A playoffs. Monticello will take on Bloomington Central Catholic High School tonight in a Class 2A regional championship in Bloomington. Monticello overcame a pesky Clinton squad Monday to advance to Tuesday's regional semifinal against Tri-Valley. The Lady Sages started slow and dropped the first 2 sets, but rallied and won the next 2 to advance to tonight's regional championship. BCC toppled Prairie Central in 2 sets Tuesday to advance. First serve is 6 p.m. tonight. Hear the action on 95.9 FM WEZC and online at DeWittDailyNews.com. Get sports anytime from your computer or mobile device at DeWittDailyNews.com.
MR Systems Wireless is your local internet provider for Clinton and surrounding area. They have the products you want and the local service you deserve. MR Systems Wireless Internet service for home or business includes unlimited data, unlimited streaming, and unlimited calling. Plans start at just $48 a month and get a free Roku 4Ls with our media packages. Get the speed you need with MR Systems Wireless. Call them at 935-2100. That's 935-2100 for MR Systems Wireless.
Hear Clinton Maroon live play-by-play this season on WHOW, the Big 1520 daytime, 92.3 FM in DeWitt County and 106.5 in Bloomington Normal all the time. Plus, streamed at DeWittDailyNews.com on the WHOW mobile app and Amazon Alexa. Plus, hear a best of Clinton sports broadcast Saturday mornings at